It sounds like probably a sold-out environment in Brookings. What do you anticipate from just kind of the crowd, the event ahead this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be a great environment to go down there and showcase what we can do in Brookings. They got their sold-out crowd or wherever it may be, but, we just got to focus this week on practicing as best we can. We know the noise is going to be there. It's just how much we let it affect us. We know we got to be disciplined. That's what Coach Bubba preaches all the time. And as long as we can do that, play a clean game, block out the noise, focus on what we can do, all 11 guys in the huddle at one time, I think we'll be doing a good job.
What was the noise factor at Boise, and was that something that, I don't know if you worked on this week or you felt like you were happy with out of the Boise game, or do you expect noise to be an issue there?
I expect noise to be an issue, no. It's going to be loud, that's for sure. We've had the opportunity to play in Nebraska in front of 85. But as far as Boise went last week, it was pretty loud. It wasn't something that we weren't prepared for all week. We were pumping noise in practice, so it's just something that you really got to focus in. As soon as you get in the huddle and get to the plays, you understand your job, your assignment, and it takes all 11 guys to do that. So as long as we stay focused and can control what we can control, we know that the fans are going to be there and be loud and say whatever they got to say, but we just got to stay focused and do our job.
What do you think it's going to take for North Dakota to surprise some people and get a win at South Dakota State?
I think executing all three phases, offense, defense, special teams. That's usually the recipe for every single game. But we know what we can do. We know our best can be enough to go out and do the things we want to do this year. But as far as playing together as a team, I think it's going to be a full game. It's going to be 4 quarters. They're tough. They got the rankings. They got everyone on their side and whatever it is. But whatever you want to call it, we just got to play a complete game and compete in all 3 phases of the game and just keep pushing.
You mentioned a clean game early. What do you need to do to execute that?
I think discipline penalties, on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, as well as special teams. As long as we can, keep the sticks moving forward and not backwards, it's definitely going to help us. We know they got a very good defense and very good offense and special teams as well. So as far as playing the clean game, we got to keep moving forward. The more you hurt yourself moving backward, it definitely doesn't help your chances of winning the game. So just like I mentioned earlier in offense with the noise and just staying focused and doing your job.
How does the team match the physicality that SDSU is going to bring too?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people are talking about that and how they're number one and have all this stuff, but we're a physical team too. We like to get in the trenches. We like to play hard, offense, defense. It takes everything that we've been practicing on. We've been through a lot of adversity the past couple of years and doing all this stuff. Our defense gets after them. Our offense, we want to attack. And our special teams coordinator, Sean Kosich, does a great job of keeping teams on their toes. Just staying on that and trusting the game plan and playing well.
I asked Coach Schweigert the same thing, but just the sense of 5-10 years ago, this was an NDSU only kind of contender team. Now there's people saying this weekend, hey, UND can go down to South Dakota State and give them a run for their money. Is that kind of cool to see the amount of teams that are being the talk now on Saturdays?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a new age of football, and especially in the Missouri Valley Conference, any team can win on any Saturday. It's a special thing I've learned since being here. It doesn't matter rankings, doesn't matter where it is, who it is. Any team can give you their best shot. And going down to Brookings on Saturday, we're going to be prepared and we're going to be mentally locked in. And I'm excited to see what we can do on Saturday.
One of the things people obviously point to when programs get to the point where South Dakota State is national champion, number one in the rankings, they tend to have a little belief in the back of their mind that they can figure out a way to win every game. That's probably commendable. Is that what it takes a little bit too, that there's got to be a little bit of belief that no matter what situation happens on Saturday, that the belief is there that figure out a way to win a game?
Yeah, for sure. Belief is a big thing. We got to believe that our best is better to do what we need to do this season, especially it starts on Saturday, getting this conference kicked off. But yeah, rightfully so. They won a national championship. They've had a lot of returners back, and all the hype is in their way, but that's fine. They can have that. But, this conference it's a tough conference. Like I said before, any team can win any given day. So I'm just excited to get down there and play some ball.